Next speaker is a good friend from the early days of IoT. I think I dubbed Petra like the queen of IoT once.
Oh,
Since you've done so much.
You dubbed yourself head of wireless or something.
Anyway,
yeah.
Take it away, Petra. Tell us about trucks and electricity.
Yeah. So my name is Petra Sundström. I guess we can say I'm an intrapreneur and not an entrepreneur. This is my third corporate, and sometimes they can be fast, actually. So Traton Charging Solutions is in essence a startup under Traton. Traton is the truck division within Volkswagen. And what you will see more and more is that to forward the shift here, defined brands like Scania, MAN, International, and Volkswagen Truck and Bus are moving sort of commodity onto Traton. And Traton Charging Solution, what we do is basically a mobile service provider for electric trucks driving through Europe today, and we're currently looking at Brazil and Mexico as our expansion countries. And Traton, pretty big company, a lot of trucks on the roads. But what is really impressive, having been at a few other corporates before, these guys are in essence cowboys, or especially Scania, I must admit. And MAN with their sort of caring for detail, I would say those two complement each other far better than they understand themselves. But together, we're basically transforming the transport industry, becoming electric. And this can be debated for sure. Is it going to be hydrogen? Is it going to be electric? The Traton Group believes in electric, and there are several reasons for that. We actually see now that the Volvo Group is leaning this direction as well. And what we do. So in essence, we build the fancy trucks, of course, and I actually think it goes better than what you think when you read the newspapers today. Not so great as we wanted to go, of course. I would say charging is currently not the problem. The problem is the trucks. But what we are doing, myself and my colleagues, we're basically unsolving the question of where will I charge? We have the various brands have chosen different strategies on depot. Scania has built a company called Erinion, and MAN has gone with E.ON building depot charging at their service stations. In the public arena, we have gone together. So what we are doing is building this mobile service provider platform that in essence want to partner with the public charge point operators, but also with depot owners that want to bring their own depot to a semi-public arena. And let's see now if I can steer this one. Yes, I think so. So in essence, it looks like this. Traton Charging Solution is the software backbone of the front ends of the respective brands. But in essence, it's the same mobile service provider that they both sell to their customers. And the Traton Group has not only set Traton Charging Solutions to Scene and Erinion, also Milence is a joint venture with Daimler and Volvo. And why do we do this? It's basically because the penalties 2030 is on the OEM. It's the OEM that will be sort of charged with liabilities if we don't sell half electric. And then we need to push the infrastructure to come into play as well. And we are actually further than I think most of you in this room think. These are all validated truck charging locations in Europe. And here I can honestly say that we are a startup. We're pushing the industry in the sense that you cannot tell digitally today if a charging site is truck accessible or if it's only for passenger cars. So we have basically driven around Europe in cars, not to get stuck with an electric truck. And then we have verified afterwards where we've been sort of unsure with a electric truck as well. And these dots are basically what we now can sell through our service. And I actually think we're the only one that have done this today. When we look at that, our eMSP services, they are a mess of passenger car sites and truck sites. Volvo have chosen a good direction though. They go for the truck sites alone and not care for the PV mess. We think the PV mess, personal vehicles, are needed for backup. And there is a plan, a pretty impressive plan, to be honest, for us to be one of the mobile service providers in this industry. And it's a challenging plan, and yeah, we could fail, but we could also succeed. And if we succeed, we will be one of 5 top MSPs in this industry. And that is a pretty impressive business case, I must admit. Even with a low margin on every charging session, one charging session for a truck is basically 4 to 6 personal vehicles charging from 0 to 100. So it's a lot of money at stake. And that's fun, I must admit. And why would then charge point operators join us and not sort of try to push their own BP card or Circle K? And some of them still do, though. We haven't convinced them all yet, but we're on a mission. But they do join us because, of course, we have first access to the customer right now. Right now, it's pretty hard to know who buys a BEV, a battery electric vehicle. And we basically have first access to them. We should use that well. And over time, we should really use our in-vehicle integration in a good way so that they get rid of the RFID card and can go plug and charge. And it basically can work seamlessly for the drivers. Our intention is not to have them sit there with 7 apps. Basically, no professional driver will buy a BEV if they have to sit there with 7 to 10 different apps. And also the drivers are not allowed to choose where they charge, because it could cost anything then. So they're pretty steered. And the last bit is that we're pushing the industry in front of us, not just by driving around, checking where a truck can go, but also by joining forces, happily sit down with Volvo and Mercedes and Daimler discussing how this POI data should be structured to be better suitable for trucks. And we do support our partners. And this is, of course, one we own partly. But this is a picture of one of the Scania electric vehicles at the Milens charging site in a very nice location. And here is one of my partner managers announcing the partnership with Milens. So we're bragging because we basically want to push the industry and show everyone that you know, come and join us. This is happening. And here are other fancy pictures of one of our partners, Anja, CEO of Milens. So definitely transforming together is the mission here. Thank you.
Time for one question. Petra. Anyone have
How many electric trucks are driving in Europe?
Yeah, but you should ask Volvo. I know that Volvo owns 75% of the market currently, which is good, actually. Without Volvo, my job would be way harder today, since Scania has been struggling with batteries. I cannot tell, but I could look it up. You could contact me and I could know the number for you.
Okay, thank you so much.